Michelle here from Straw-Bearie Designs, and I'm on vacation. And I decided to bring some card making supplies, very limited, to make some cards in the hotel room. So stick around and I'll show you what I made. I took very limited supplies with me when I went on my quick little vacation, and everything fit in my Simon Says stamp box. So these are the cards I made. I'll show you those later. I brought everything from the Simon Says stamp kit. The large sheet of paper I cut in half, and then I grabbed just a couple of other pieces of white cardstock and cut them in half. Here's my instructions. This is the stamps that came with the kit. I brought some foam tape. I brought a glue runner and a refill. I brought a pair of scissors. I brought an acrylic block. I brought some Distress Oxide inks, the stencil, and the duster that came with the Simon Says stamp kit, and a little mini mister bottle. I brought these blending tools, and I keep the pads velcroed on the back of my inks. But unfortunately, I forgot to bring new pads for some of my newer ink pads. If I had it to do again, I would bring a different or another black ink. The only black ink I had was this Distress Oxide, so I really couldn't watercolor or it would mess up the black ink. The other thing is I would bring a paper trimmer because this little pair of scissors was a little hard to use on some of the larger cuts that I wanted to make. All right, so I'm back home and I'm going to take the cards that I made while on vacation, and I'm going to add some sequins and some Wink Stella and just kind of glitz them up a little bit with supplies that I didn't have with me. So this first card, I did the card swishing thing where you put your ink down. I put it down on some of the plastic packaging since I didn't have my regular table or anything. And then I swished the white paper down on top of it. And I also kind of tore the edges of the white paper because it was too hard to cut a straight line with that little pair of scissors. Here I'm using some black pearl drops to do the antenna and the bodies of the butterfly. All right, so here on this card, I tried to color in the leaves with the green distress ink that I had, trying to make it a little bit darker in some places and a little softer in some other places. And I cut out the butterfly out of the striped paper that I used at the bottom. And so now I'm just dressing this one up as well. And I put it on the yellow card. All of the cards are just a half sheet of paper. So that's the size card that I usually make. And I think that everybody should get away sometimes and take your crafting supplies with you. It's really fun to get away from it all and everything, but it's even more fun to take the hobby that you love with you and de-stress with that a little bit. So with this card, I did the ink smishing technique again with the pink, and then I did it again with the yellow. And in between, I held it over the air conditioner in the hotel room. You know how they have those air conditioners that sit up like right by the windows, and I just held it over there to help let it dry a little bit faster. In this pink card, I used some of the pink ink that I had to make my background paper with butterflies all over it, and then I cut out the center butterfly from the pink paper that I used at the bottom where it says thinking of you. I think this one turned out really pretty, especially when you see it in real life. I also love the stamps came with those little trails that make it look like the butterflies flying around and moving, and I just think those are really cute. So I would definitely recommend this stamp set. I don't think you can probably buy the kit anymore, but it was a really fun kit and stamp set to play with. So you will see on this card, I have also ripped the edges and then just kind of glided them through my ink pad, and I used the stencil for the backgrounds on that one. This one's pretty simple, striped paper with white in the middle and the butterflies that I did. If you have any questions on any of the techniques that I used or would like to see a little bit more thorough demonstration on how I did some of the different things, please leave me a comment and I will be sure to try to make a video that will show you how to do whatever it is that you're wondering how I did. It'd be really helpful for me to know what it is that you might want to see, and hopefully I can help you out at the same time. So my sequins that I have, I've just bought from the Dollar Tree. You can buy a whole bunch of different colors. They come like about 4 or 5 different colors per pack for $1. And so for, $4 or $5, you've got a bunch of different colors of sequins, and so they're really fun to use. Here's another piece of the leaves that I used and another butterfly that I cut out. Right now I'm going over it with my Wink Stella to give it just a little bit of glitter and shine. And that one says keep smiling, and you can see the little trail there from the butterfly of where he's been flying around before he got up there. I'm also using some gold pearl drops here and putting some down at the bottom. This card, the piece on the side was a multicolored paper, but the blue background paper also has some blue butterflies just stenciled on lightly in the background using the duster that came in the kit. So that was a lot of fun. And adding some shimmer and some glitz to this card as well. The glue that I'm using is just regular old Elmer's school glue, or if you're in other parts of the world, you might call it PVC glue. I just have it in a small bottle with a really small applicator tip. So now I'm going to show you all the cards that I made just one more time so you can kind of get an idea. So this is that first one. It turned out beautiful. And this one says, I adore you. This is the keep smiling. That is a yellow striped paper there. Have a beautiful day. That background turned out so cute. I love the background on this pink one. You make me feel like I can fly. I think those pinks and yellows really look good together. Have a beautiful day, and you make me feel like I can fly again. I hope you liked all those cards that I made. Thanks for watching. Have a great day crafting away.